alongside the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Murray going to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 16-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Score Seahawks 6, Cardinals 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down by
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to Auden Tate.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On the play. And a Cardinal first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Murray with a 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throws.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Murray now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 12.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on third and long. Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Russell Wilson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Seahawks 36, Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
First down, Murray. Dancing to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Murray, he'll go up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
KJ Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 3-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for two here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Hey, shoot. Watch twins. Sponge.
On second down, it's Carson. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Go. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. I got it.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He's checking. Crash.
They go again with Muhammad. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down. Muhammad, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
44, Mike, 44. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Push him back. Push him back. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike's Bobo. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. In your face.
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 51.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Cut. Watch the twist. Check 43. Hey, alert.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.